Hello, welcome to the Katie Black Show. Today I have with me.
Hi, Katie. My name is Regan Love. I am a local mom's yoga studio owner, co-owner, and just general Matthews resident here in North Carolina. So, and kind of the resident Swiftie of us three owners. So,
Yes.
yay!
Thank you so
Happy to be
much
here.
for joining, and you are my first Swiftie. I'm going to, for those that are just tuning in or visually seeing us, I'm going to be interviewing 13 Swifties, and Regan is my first. And so before I get into her, I just real quick want to know where you were born, where you grew up.
Okay. So I'm from California originally. So I was born in Sacramento, California. And I grew up in the Bay Area, so in San Jose, kind of Silicon Valley area. So that's where I'm from. Yeah.
And how did you get here on the East Coast? Was it like a job thing?
Job thing, relationship thing. I moved to New York, then I moved to Connecticut. Now I live here in Charlotte. So yeah, it's just been
Very
it's
cool.
been mostly for work.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a memory of like when you first heard her music in any capacity?
Okay, so this is interesting, right? Because I am not a country music fan, and like I'm 46. Okay, so I'm going to be one of your older Swifties. I'll probably be your oldest Swiftie.
No.
Anyway, but so not a country music fan. So I knew Taylor and was like, okay, whatever. She was sort of over here. 1989 was it. Like that was the album. I was driving back and forth to work every day, and I had a new baby. My son is 13 now, so this was a long time ago, right? So this was
Mhm.
like in 20, whatever it was, 12 or whatever. And I'm going back and forth to work, and so you just hear a lot of, and this was before I was using a lot of like Spotify and stuff to just put on whatever I want to hear. You really are like listening to the radio. And that was the album for me that was like, oh my gosh, I love this, like Out of the Woods, Wildest Dreams. That was probably one of my favorites. Clean, like all of those songs are just like amazing. So it was 1989 for me.
Very cool. And so like you said it was like 13 years ago when you had your baby and you like discovered her. Was there
Mm.
like at some point like, was there like a year where you're like, whoa, like I'm a Swiftie. Like is there like at some point where you had that realization, or was it a slow burn?
It's been a slow burn. Because I mean, even like, I knew you were trouble when you walked in, like all that stuff from like Red or Enchanted or whatever, some of those songs, you know them, but you know them mostly because they're super catchy and other people are singing them. And so you just, you hear them all the time, or you hear them at a wedding or at a party or whatever, right? So that you kind of just intrinsically know some of those just pop songs. But for me, I think where the crossover happened was it was really after I had already been to, because I've been to the show, I went to the Eras tour in Tampa. So I obviously had seen like all of that. And I kind of went like with a friend, sort of like, okay, I'll go do this, and we spent a shit ton of money on these tickets to go. But it was more of an adventure. It was an adventure. Like it was a whole thing. For me, it was Tortured Poets Department. All of the breakup songs, because I do really feel like, sorry, and I know I'm kind of going off the question, but like,
No, this is an open forum.
no format, right? So I have this theory that like artists that are in strife or in a breakup period make better music. I do feel like I like their set, like Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole, like all that stuff. Like it's better when their lives are not as put together. The music is better, and so I felt like the breakup songs, like I mean, LOML, that's the best song on that entire album, and it's so striking, and it's so like to the heart and the core of anybody who's like had that type of situation. Just her writing is so good. So
Well,
it's Tortured Poets Department.
so many questions, but I guess just off the cuff, what was like the Eras tour like in a nutshell? Like how do you describe that for someone who's never been?
Colorful, like just bright, explosive is sort of the word that comes to mind. It's just like so pretty and flowing. And honestly, it's so that's the show, but the vibes are so amazing. Like you're there and everybody is dressed in their era, right? So my friend and I were in our Reputation era because that's how we were feeling at the time. So we're in our sequins and black and all of that. But just so many people, like everybody is just complimenting each other on their outfits. The vibes are so high, you know what I mean? Like everyone is above, any negativity. So it's just like super positive, super encouraging, super complimentary. And it's so much fun. Like we were waiting in line for merch for like 2 hours and it didn't matter because all these people just like pass by in all of their like, they're in all of their different garb from her different outfits or her different albums. And it was amazing, so you had all your Enchanteds, you had your Red people, you had your, you know, um, Evermore, you had all of it. So it was just really cool.
Very cool. It just sounds like cool. Like I can just feel the vibes. I never
Yeah, and all ages. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
had little Swifties, big Swifties. You had like goth Swifties. It was
Yeah,
so weird. You're like, oh, okay, I get it. It was
that's
really
so
cool.
fun. Now,
Yeah.
do you feel like most of your girlfriends are Swifties or not necessarily or
So I would be completely remiss if I did not mention like my main Swiftie friend is, so there's two of them. And
Mhm.
I have bracelets on
Oh
to
yes.
kind of
Okay.
represent both. Okay. So I
Oh.
have, so Noelle in our studio, who I
Yes.
think you maybe met, right? So I have my Florida bracelet that she made because she does our Swiftie flows. We do once a month Swiftie flows. They are so much fun. And she makes bracelets for everybody. And she always has bracelets for people to take home with them, which I think is just the raddest thing. So I've got my Florida bracelet because that's such a great song. Um, and then on this side, I have my bracelet from, so my work friend, Jen, so she's a complete Swiftie nut. Like she's like over the completely over the line. She has seen the Eras tour. I think she's seen it twice in the United States, but then in four other countries or something.
Oh
I think she's been like five
wow.
or six times. I went with her to Tampa, so we went together to
Okay.
Tampa, and I think that was both of us our first time, or maybe
Uh-huh.
that was her second time. But it was. I mean, she's completely like jump off the bridge insane with it. And so we run different, like she runs the West Coast, she lives in California, and then I live here. So we run the US together in our jobs. And so we bring our teams together. Every store manager comes together and we bring them all. It's like 100 plus people. We had them all make friendship bracelets as part of like as an activity at our summit.
Mhm.
And so hers all said Westies and mine say Easties.
Oh, very cool.
So we had them, and they just got to design them with different beads and stuff. And it was just, we talked about like sport performance and stuff like that. But while they made bracelets,
Oh,
it
that's
was so funny.
fun.
It was really cool. So just we try to we like bring in Taylor intro music when we come into our conference and we start our different sessions. It was super fun. Yeah.
Well, also, I guess just the common string throughout seems like community, I guess.
Exactly. Yes. I
Mhm.
mean, that's exactly it, right? When you think about the concert and how like cool it was for just everybody to be there. Definitely the vibe we want at our yoga studio, and you think about how we do the Swifty flow. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I think it's music that everybody can relate to, music that everybody can enjoy. I like, and even her like edgier stuff, she likes to throw the F word around here and there and things like that. And I actually dig that, you know what I mean? Because I think it's like, it shows that she's grown up. Like if you
Mhm.
listen way back to like You Belong With Me or whatever and all of that, it's definitely a different feel than now. And you can tell that she's hard. And what does she say in that song? Uh, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, right? Like it's like just that idea of like you're weathered now, and you're, don't worry, we've taken out all her teeth. You know what I mean? We took out all of her teeth. It's kind of that
Cool.
sort of like feel of like she's just she's just a different person now, and her music has to reflect that. So
Mhm.
I think that's pretty cool.
And okay, so two more questions.
Yes.
What is your 2 cents on her recent album, The Life of a Showgirl?
Mm, I like it. I don't love it in the way that I love Tortured Poets, but I think because again, like this is her happy album, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, I
Which
love Travis. and we're gonna be married, and it's all of the like positive stuff. My favorite song is Fate of Ophelia. Like that is a bop. And that's the first song on the album. And when I heard it, I was like, I could just keep listening to this song over and over again. I don't even need to listen to the rest. But I think also, oh shoot, what's the other song that I really like? I like Canceled, but I also really like, oh shoot, I can't even remember the name of it right now.
That's okay.
It'll come to me. That's what happens when you're 46. You forget stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Well, yeah, just because I'm real quick, like I'm just a consumer of like everything pop culture and like news,
Yeah.
quote unquote, related. So
Mm-hmm.
I always like read the reviews, and I feel like I mean, I would have asked regardless, but um,
Yeah.
the reviews seem to be like, even though it like broke all these records and everything, the reviews seem to be like a bit mixed.
Well,
But
it's really short, right? So it's a super short album. I remember listening to it like on a Saturday. I was just sort of driving around and I'm like, oh my gosh, 8 songs, like we're done, or whatever it is. I think it's
right.
really short. So you're kind of through it before you know that you're gonna be through it.
Hmm.
And then yeah, I think maybe there's just some songs in there that like maybe they just don't hit the same like strong note as TTPD or even like I mean I guess I would even say um, Reputation. That because I think she kind of when she's good when she's almost on the attack a little bit.
Hmm. I
And I
agree.
think there maybe isn't that same. There's a lot of sing songy,
Hmm.
fun vibes. But I think it just goes back to that whole thing of people like an edgy artist sometimes.
Hmm.
So
Okay, so what if you had to pick? I know this is hard, but like if you had to pick
oh
like
god,
your number one Taylor Swift song.
song.
Yeah, I know,
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh. I don't know because like it's hard because like I feel like I'm a singer at heart. So I mean, if I'm like doing a puzzle and like turn on Taylor, like have a glass of wine, um, it's probably LOML. I mean, that's just such a
Okay.
powerful song. But I love So Long London also. That's
Mhm.
that's definitely one of my favorites. Is So Long London. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Well, that's really it. Any other Taylor Swift like quote or anything you want to like add here at the end or story or
Oh, your quote. Probably not. I can't think of anything
that's okay.
super super wild or interesting. But no, I mean I've just had so many positive experiences around her and the albums that it's just been super fun. I wish I could have found. I used to keep my bracelet that had like the colors that like when you go to the concert and then it lights up in different colors. But I think I threw it away after like 3 years. I think I threw it away.
You're like it had a run.
It had a run, yeah. But
All right. Well, Reagan Love, and by the way, like what a cool name.
thanks, thanks.
Honestly, like what a cool name. Well, I hope to like get to meet you one day in person because I know
Yes,
it's around the corner, but that's it. This is it.
that was fun. That was
What'd you
super
think?
fun. That was easy and that was super fun. Thank you so much. It's like so fun to do something like this. And I'm so like it's so nice that Sarah and Noelle were like, oh, call Reagan. Yeah,
Yes.
very cool.
Yes. Shout out to them.
I
Um,
know, I know.
well, like I said, I will be in touch and like cheers to breaking the ice for the first Swiftie.
I hope all the rest goes so well. I know they will. So
Thank
many stories,
you
I'm
so much.
sure.
Dawson's Creek is brought to you in part by Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, you make the world taste better, yeah. You make the world go round and round. You pick it up, you can't put it down. Dr. Pepper, you make the world taste better. You make the
Hey, welcome to the Katie Black Show. Today, I'm honored. I have with me
Keeley.
Keeley, and she is part of my Swiftie episode. She is fan number 2. And Keeley and I know each other from university.
It's true.
Back in So Flow. And so, fun fact, she'll start to tell you very soon where she was born and raised. But she actually, I think, is my first ever guest from Canada.
Oh my gosh, really?
I think
That's
so.
exciting. Okay,
Now-
I'm honored. Holy.
And of course, I mean, no apologies if you're from Canada and I forgot and you talked to me, but you're my number 1 Canadian. So
Fair enough.
I always ask my guests, where were you born / where did you grow up?
So I was born in Toronto and I grew up in Toronto.
Fun. And so what's that like for someone that's never been?
Well, Toronto's like a pretty big city. It's the biggest city in Canada. It's a really cool place to grow up. It's very multicultural. There's a lot of things going on. I personally really like it. I think a lot of people that come see it really like it. It can be like overwhelming at times because it is big and it is busy. So I guess it really depends on what you think is cool or not. But I personally really enjoyed growing up in Toronto. But I mean, I guess I wouldn't know what it's like to grow up anywhere else, but I personally liked it. Yeah.
It's fun. I like it there.
Yeah.
Come to everyone's pretty chill.
Yeah, you've come a couple times. We had a good time.
Yeah. Since this is the Swiftie episode, I want to know, do you have like a first memory of like when you heard Taylor Swift like on the radio or like saw a music video or something?
I do. And it was actually when we were in university in Florida. I remember she had that song, I don't know, I'm blanking on the name. Not the first one, the Slamming Scream Door one. Our Song. She had that song, Our Song, and it was like all over the radio. And I remember just driving around like with you girls and just like singing the song because it was so fun. And it's funny because like that type of music was like of no interest to me. I listen. I mean, I was just more of like a pop punk girl at the time. But that song like really got me, and I remember I listened to it like on repeat, and I just thought it was so fun and so creative. So that's the first time I remember hearing of Taylor Swift. So that would have been like, I guess like 2006, maybe 7. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe more like 7.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I remember, I mean, I guess I have that same memory. Like that was like, I was when we were in Florida and like, I remember we were in my car and like, for some reason, like we were going to Applebee's for dinner.
Sounds accurate.
Does that check out? Yeah. It's so fun. That's my first memory too. And so obviously from there, like, I guess at what point I've been asking guests, like at what point did you like be like, oh my God, like I can't wait till her next album comes out? Or like at what point were you like, I'm a Swiftie?
So like that album came out, like her debut album, she had that song, Our Song, and like a couple of others, and I like that song, but it didn't really like, I wasn't like, now I listen to Taylor Swift. And then her next album, I think after that, was Fearless, came out, that I didn't, I like listening to it now, but at the time that didn't get me, and neither did the one after that. But then 1989 came out, and that one like really got me. That one was like really fun, really dancey, also like kind of aligned with like where I was also in my life at the time. So I would like listen to the songs and I would be like, yeah, I get this, I feel this, and it felt a little bit more mature maybe, and so it felt more relatable to me than maybe like her previous stuff before. But so that's when I started being like, ooh, I really like this. And then Reputation came out, and then that was it for me. Reputation, Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Yeah.
And
that was my favorite. Still to this day, my favorite.
Really? And so my
Yeah.
understanding of Reputation is that album was inspired by Kim Kardashian essentially bullying her. Is that correct? Or is that your version?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, honestly, I don't know 100% what happened, but from what I can understand is there was that whole thing with Taylor Swift and Kanye West and Kim Kardashian made up some lie that she said that she agreed to be in this song in a certain way and she didn't, and then her reputation just got like went downhill. Like she was getting like harassed on Twitter. Everyone was calling her a liar. They were sending her like people on Twitter were just like saying her name and then just like snake emojis, and it was just like this really intense time. And then she just went into hiding, and I think she was gone for like 2 years,
Hmm.
like after 1989, and then she, I guess, came out with Reputation. I think that was a big part of it that inspired it. It's from my understanding, it's that, and then through that, she fell in love with someone who liked her anyways. A big part of the theme.
Interesting. Yeah, I kind of forgot she went into
Hmm.
hiding, which obviously
Yeah.
opens the door of like I can never imagine like being bullied like and being famous.
Oh my God, it would be a nightmare.
Like someone would have to like take my phone away, right?
Oh my God, girl, I could. The anxiety at
Hmm.
every corner, you know what I mean? And just like, and it'd be so hard not to read all the comments and take it all personally. Like, that just sounds awful to me.
Anyways, we'll pivot.
Hmm,
We'll,
hmm,
we'll pivot. Okay,
yeah,
so Theirs tour obviously was so huge. And so I remember
yeah.
just because I'm like a news junkie that Canada, like I saw some posts and I follow the Canadian news and I also, and they're like, when are you coming to like see us? Like you guys weren't on the
Hmm.
tour, is that right?
Yeah, for like a really long time. Yeah, because and I remember she kept posting like new dates, and it was never here. And I was like, what is going on? And then eventually she did. She did 6 shows here, and then I think 3 shows in Vancouver.
What was like the juice? Like what was the verdict? Like what was going, like what took her so long?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I heard so many different things, right? There was like, well, first of all, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the Rogers Stadium, which is where she was performing, was under construction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that played into it. I think also like when she was going to all these other places, like in the States, she's got like football fields that she can, and then or soccer fields where like we don't have any of those things. So there was like talks about like, oh, maybe our stadium isn't big enough. I don't know if that's true, but it's just like stuff that I saw on like TikTok or whatever. So I don't really know why it took her so long, but those are the things that I heard.
Well, I'm sure there's like, I mean, I guess there's like some kind of connection. So did you end up going?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went twice.
Oh my goodness. So what, for someone that's never been, like, what's that like?
Oh, it was pretty incredible. It was, I don't even know, like, I mean, I had a really good time. It was just so cool to like I had been to the Reputation tour before back in like 2017, which was really great. But this was just like a whole other level. And it was like long, girl. Like I couldn't even believe like there were points where like I'm I'm just like in the stands like singing and dancing and I was like, whoa, what is I'm tired. I need to take a seat. So I don't know. I was pretty impressed and it was just like I don't even know how to describe it. It was really fun. And it's just like such a crazy thing because you're like, oh my God, Taylor Swift's like right there. That's so weird. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I went one time with some friends and then I went another time with my nieces. And going with my nieces was particularly special because my one niece is a really big Taylor Swift fan as well. And so that was like a really fun experience for us to do together. And like, I don't like, she was just like, that was the best night of my life. And so that just brought me so much like
Yeah.
joy to like experience that and just like watch her just like dancing and singing and just like it was just so cool.
Why do
Hmm.
you think that she seems to be like such a safe, figure for like girls and women?
I think it's her vulnerability. I think that I think it's because she like lets people into a certain extent. You know what I mean? Because a lot of her music, she like writes about herself, and there's like a lot of honesty, and I think a lot of people connect to it, and I think a lot of people, and I mean, listen, she's just a human being. She's been through a lot of stuff too, and so I think people see themselves in her, and I think it makes them feel really close to her and really seen. And I think that's why people like hyper focus on her lyrics and stuff because I think I don't know, they're like, oh my gosh, Taylor Swift went through something like I'm going through. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Now, kind of coming more up to date, what is your
Mhm.
verdict on her new record, The Life of a Showgirl?
Oh, I really like it. I think it's fun. I remember listening to it. Like, I stayed up until like midnight or whatever to listen to it. I always do that. And I was like listening to it. I was like, oh, this is great. I was like, this is so fun. And like, I don't know. I thought some things were like really funny. I like really got a kick out of it. There were a couple of songs that I was like, okay, this is actually really funny. I like this a lot. And then I saw what everyone was saying online, and I was like, whoa! I was like, this is not what I was expecting. I was like, holy, people had a real big problem with it, which was really shocking to me.
Like any like thoughts on like why that is?
I mean, when it comes to Taylor Swift, I feel like there's always going to be some sort of like, you know, there's a thing like people love to love Taylor Swift and people love to hate her too. Like it's this girl can't make a single move without it being critiqued at every single angle
Hmm.
through 19 different dimensions. You know what I mean? It's like wild. Um, and I honestly don't know. I don't know why this album is upsetting people so much. I like maybe for some people because a lot of like maybe the connection people have felt with Taylor Swift is through heartbreak, and there's nothing on this album that's really about that because she's happy and talks about that pretty clearly on the record, and so maybe it just feels like they can't connect to her anymore if she's not a sad girl or something, or brokenhearted or angry or spiteful. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I saw a lot of things going into like, oh, like, she's not feminist because of this and all these different things because she wants to get married. And it's like my eyes roll into next week when I hear these things. It's like, I mean, when I think about feminism, I'm pretty sure the whole point of it is so women have a choice whether they want to do something or not do something, not that you have to stay single. I don't know. Very strange.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
No,
I don't
yeah, I
understand
think
what's
that
going
like
on.
yeah, the feminists like not just surrounding her, but just I guess maybe what people like interpret it as is. Or I remember like being a feminist means like I've heard before like you don't have to have like a man open a door for you, and I'm always like, what the fuck? Like it's just about yeah, like it's just about choice. It's just about equal rights, and
Yes,
that's about it.
exactly.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I saw because like I said,
Yeah.
I saw a lot of, but also too, I've noticed with like, I mean, I guess you could say this for any social media like machine, but like with TikTok, it's like if you like one video of like one viewpoint of anything, then obviously that's what you're
Oh
gonna
my
see for the next, you know, day.
It's so crazy.
Um,
Yeah,
So
it's
I just kept
nuts.
seeing reviews. I just kept seeing Taylor Swift reviews and like how people
Yeah.
like loved it, and then some people, yeah, just hated on it. And sometimes I'm also too a little bit
Hmm.
like I agree with you that they like want her to be like upset or something or vulnerable. But
Yeah.
I wonder if a little bit of it's too of like she's just, she's just like hit the glass ceiling. I don't know. And I don't know, but I agree with everything you said, that she'll be judged either way.
Yeah, yeah. And then people get judged either way of what they feel. If you don't like it, then you're this way, and if you do like it, then you're that way. And if you don't like it, you have to go to the internet to tell everybody who likes it that they're dumb. Like it's just like woof.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It's a lot of energy for people to put out
It is.
for
I hope.
something that is at the end of the day pretty meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Queen.
Okay, Queen.
That's it.
Okay, perfect. Well, thanks for interviewing me.
Thanks for coming on and sharing your Taylor Swift memories and experiences.
I also love that my first Taylor Swift experience was with you. How memorable is that?
I know.
So
Hit it! Coming at you right between the ears is Hit Clips. Music to get you grooving. Hit Clips is a slick micro audio system. This tight package is small, but pumps out monster sound. It breaks down like this. We clip, 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 and sample songs, so only the groove sticks. Plus, with the micro boombox, load the mother load. Some of these songs available now. More this fall, you can collect them all. Hit Clips, each sold separately.
Okay, so this is continuation of my Swiftie episode, and this is Swiftie number 4, and today I have with me
Tiarra!
Tiarra, one of my besties from college, right?
For sure. Yeah, and remember when we did the whole Kanye West, Taylor Swift, MTV? And I think I was Taylor Swift.
Yes, and I was Kanye.
Yeah.
Yes, we go way back to the whole beginning of the era, no pun, right?
Yeah, literally.
So, for people that don't know, where were you born / where did you grow up?
I was born in Newton, Massachusetts, and that's where I grew up for 17 years until I went to Boca Raton to Lynn University.
Where we met.
Yeah, in class.
So, where do you have like a memory of like when you first heard her music?
I do. So I remember she came out with Tim McGraw. And at the time, my parents had moved to Georgia, and she sang, "When My Blue Eyes Shined, the Georgia Stars Were Put to Shame That Night," something along those lines. And I remember being like, wow, like I have blue eyes, I'm from Georgia, like she's speaking to me. Like that's me.
Dude, and real quick, like every weekend we were in college, she's like, I'm going back to Georgia. I'm like, what?
Oh my God, yeah. So I was like telling someone recently, I was like, I literally took planes, like taxi cabs. I would fly to Georgia like every single weekend. And they were like, what? I'm like, yeah, like my dad worked for Delta, so I got free flights. It was amazing.
Like literally.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I mean, obviously it made you like more unique though. Cause yeah, it was like you were literally flying like you were Taylor Swift. You're like, bye, see you in 2 days. Right?
I really was, wasn't I? That was so fun. That was so crazy. Because I remember, like, I think you said you heard me on the phone, and I was like, I'm going to fly back there, or something like that. And you're like, wow.
You're like,
I should afford all these flights.
What? And then I always remember, like, that same class, you're like, what'd you think of me? And you go, I literally was like, what are you wearing?
No, I didn't, did I? You always had that boho chic style. Like, I didn't get it at the time, but I get it now, you know?
Okay, so at what point in your journey of like were you like, oh my God, like I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift, or like I'm a Swiftie, or whatever you want to call it? Like, was there an album or a year?
I feel like it was always an underlying feeling. Like, I always loved her music. I always felt so connected to it. And it was never, I feel like it was never a certain moment. I just always knew I had to have her back. Because I always felt like she was going through something that resonated with me. And so I was like, wait, I wish someone would have my back, and she's having my back with these lyrics, so I'm just gonna be a big fan because I wanted her to find love. And like, I've always wanted to, you know, not like meet my forever, but I guess, yeah, I've always wanted to meet my person. And I was like, damn, like she wants it so bad, like so do I. Like, why, like what's going on here, you know what I'm saying?
It's like almost like a mirror or something.
Yeah, and I felt like so. I feel like sometimes, like you and I talk about it, like you feel so spiritually connected, like, and you know how you and I feel like spirits are spiritually connected. I would say, yeah, like she has that sort of energy because, you know, music that transcends, like that is spiritual in itself. Like that can cause so many awakenings. And how could you not listen to her music and not love her? I guess that's what it is.
And so do you feel like literally like, so are you like a day one-y, or do you feel like the, you know, fandom started like down the road?
I feel like I love rap. Like rap's always my favorite. Besides, I mean, I guess I love everything, but especially in college or growing up, like I always love rap, and I always love like alternative. And I do love, or like I did love NSYNC and Spice Girls, but she's really the only pop star that I've ever truly been so connected to for practically my adult life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it grew over time. I knew I loved her music, and I remember thinking it was so confusing when she went to pop, but I never felt like she was a sellout, and I always felt like, wow, like it's actually getting better. And how I always thought to myself, how is she going to keep transforming and keep, I don't want to say like keeping up with the times, but like if you think about it, at over 30, I think 34, 33, it's like she's bigger than ever now. And I remember watching her documentary, and she was so scared about becoming a has-been. And it's just so cool that like mid 30s, she kind of broke the mold for women that are over 30, that you can actually keep leveling up.
Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, don't you love it? Like I feel 16 still, so.
Oh my God, me too.
Do you really? No, seriously.
Well, I mean, I never feel like I'm aging.
No,
I
me
feel
either.
like something, because I'm like, even me, like I told you, I'm transcribing all this old TV I taped. I'm like, that's still me.
Yeah. Isn't that so interesting?
Do you think it's like, you know, we're all Sagittariuses, including Taylor?
Yeah. Happy
Like,
birthday.
yes. Shout out to Tiarra's sign to Taylor. Taylor, this comes out on your birthday.
Yeah.
This is a happy birthday episode. But do you feel like that's just a sign thing, or do you think it's a millennial thing, or?
Well, I feel like definitely our sign, Sagittarius, has a lot to do with it. Because, you know, we're like the stars. But I would say within aging, I was watching a TikTok recently, and it was some woman, and she was like, wait, how come like I don't feel like I'm aging? How come I'm a mom with kids, but like I don't feel like the adult yet? And like like obviously I feel like an adult, but like I'm still wondering like, hey, like when am I gonna grow up? And the aspect of like my mindset. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like, I
no,
still feel like I need someone to like watch over me. Do you?
Well, I just am like, you know, I don't know if it's, I would go so as far as to say like, I'm just stunted at like, I'm this younger spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, but I really, like, I don't, like, I really mean that when I say I want someone to, like, watch over me. Like, I feel like my younger sister is, like, 8 years younger, and, like, I'm like, damn, can you watch over me? Like, can you babysit me? Like, I feel like your sister is, like, mature, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, it's like a reverse thing.
Yeah, like, I feel like they've evolved in a different way, even though, I don't know, do you think it's, like, 1987?
I think, yeah, maybe it's just, like, the eras of, like, the late 80s in general.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder what Taylor feels like being in 1989. Like, I wonder if she feels, well, she's always with her family, so maybe she feels the same way.
I think so. I think it's like a late 80s vibe.
Yeah, it is. It is, honestly.
But, not to like get into all this because I still want to circle back to her, but I do feel like, and I've told someone before, where it's like I actually, when I was younger, I felt older.
I never thought about that, but you're so right. I felt more mature at like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You're so right about that. Like more amped to like go off on my own kind of a thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. And then it
That
like
is such a good point. Yeah. I feel like we were more, and you know what's so funny is like I would show people from college like our photos, and a lot of people say like I looked older then. Not weird? They're like, damn, like you look old. And I'm like, wait, I was like 21 here.
That is so funny. Well, I mean, I think obviously you take good care of yourself. Not that you didn't before, but I think just even two different eras. Like again, no pun. But like I feel like the makeup is like was different, and
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Because even like, you're gonna LOL, but like I've seen like I watch old Oprah stuff, and it's like they had an episode on like these are women in their 30s or something, and they looked like they were damn near 50.
No, they did. They really did. Like, I don't know if it was the haircut. I don't know what that was. They looked so old, didn't they?
But it's something about like, yeah, I don't know if it's like the products at the time.
Maybe. It had to be. It was like clay. Remember, like, makeup, like, foundation was like clay. I don't know. Yeah. It had to have evolved. It had
Remember
to.
we would like paint. I remember you would like paint your arms.
Girl, I can't. I really would, though. I really would. I would, like, yeah, and I remember I would wear so much self tanner on my face, but like I get really red, so that's why. But yeah, I remember that because like I always get so red, like on my arms, like on my chest, like everywhere. It's so crazy. That is so funny you said that. That had to be it. Seriously.
But it was a vibe, or maybe just Florida. Like, I don't know. That was a wild time.
It was. It really was, though. Plus, it's like being tan was like Jersey Shore. Like that was everything. Remember?
Right. So it's like, oh my god, yeah. And even too, like even like talking about being 16, like I remember me and my friend lying about our age so we could go in the tanning beds at like 15.
No way. Because Obama hadn't done anything yet. Yeah, because he wasn't in office until our senior year.
Right.
Remember, he shut that down. Thank God.
That is so funny that you recall that too.
Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
Back to Taylor. So, what do you think of? Essentially, this is like, what's your verdict on her new album, Life of a Showgirl?
I knew you were gonna ask that. I thought about that a lot, actually. That's so funny you said that. So I think it's great. I feel like from her interview, she said that this is where she's at. And I just remember thinking about it. Each album that she's come out with, I've always felt like, okay, I might not resonate with it today, but there might be a point in time where I can come back to it, and I will. Because I didn't realize how much I loved the 1989 album until maybe 2 years later. Mm-hmm. And now it's probably one of my favorites. So, yeah, I just feel like she has music for any aspect of your life that, like, you're probably going through or I'm going through.
Right.
So, yeah, I can't really relate to every single lyric right now, but I guarantee you that in the future, I probably will.
Like, maybe you're not 100% in it, but you know that you'll circle back around to it.
Yeah, so The Life of a Showgirl, I feel like, is a really good album, and I feel like it shows where she's at in her life. And I feel like, yeah, I might not resonate with it today, but in the future, I know for a fact some of those lyrics will, like, pop off, and just, I'll play it on repeat, because I know my Spotify is going to come out, she's number one, of course. Like, no matter what, she's always number one on my Spotify.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, before I ask, like, my final-ish question...
Mm-hmm.
Or do you feel like this is it for her? Like she's found love and it'll all be the fairy tale and she'll go off into the sunset? Or
yeah, I feel like, yeah, she met her person. I really do believe that. And I feel like I say that because I don't want to put any bad energy out there. And like, I don't want to think otherwise. I really don't. Because it's like, why second guess it? Like, we don't know what happens in their lives. Like, we don't know, literally, like, we don't even know what happens in our own lives most of the time. So it's like, how can I speculate and be like, oh, this is not going to work out? It's like, no, like, it has to work out. Why wouldn't it work out? Like, that's how I feel. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like, I don't think it's the end of music. Of course not. There's going to be so much more life to live. Like, there's so much more for her to experience. And that's always been her outlet. Like, that's always been her way to, I guess, just go on with her life and heal or just like get better. But
she's like, I feel like she's like the friend too, like if I was friends with her in high school or something, like if you'd be like, they did me wrong, she would be like, she would go back and look at that person like,
yeah, she would. I feel like she would have your back, don't you think?
Yeah.
And she would like take up for you and be like, I don't think so.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god, she's like, guess what they did?
Yeah, of course. Like she would be like down to kiki with you and be like, yeah, like let's talk about it. Like, I'm not friends with them now either, thank you. But it's like, you're such a megastar. Why even talk about it?
I just feel like she how can she not? That's if I was her, and yeah.
Like,
I know it's hard. All the fans are like, oh, there's no way I can pick. But what is your favorite song of hers?
That's a really good question. Let me think about it for a second. It depends on my vibe. It depends on my mood. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the one song that, if it comes on, I'll play it, no matter what, would be Getaway Car, 1989 album.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I love
that
it.
album too.
Is it so good?
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, I really want her to connect back with Jack Antonoff because I love The Life of a Showgirl, but like her and Jack Antonoff, like they really have magic together.
Right, like sometimes it's just like that,
Yeah,
like boom. You know what I mean?
that's what I feel like. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they have drama right now, but hopefully not for sure.
Interesting. Well, TBD, right?
Yeah, but anyway, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think's gonna go to her wedding?
Ooh. Obviously, Selena Gomez.
Oh, hell yeah, of course.
And her new husband.
What's his name?
I think it might. I know, right? Like Benny or something.
Mm-hmm.
And who else? I don't know. I could either see like Julia Roberts, like something random.
Really? Have they ever met?
Yeah, like she was obsessed with like their tour.
Julia Roberts was?
Yeah, she was obsessed with the Eras tour. She went like 3 times, I swear.
I have to look into this. I did not see that.
But look up, yeah, just go on TikTok or something.
Oh my god, I'm really going to now. I'm so excited.
Julia Roberts Eras tour.
I love that. So many celebrities, like, not that I'm saying like older ones, but like, like super high up A-list celebrities that like we've grown up watching, like went to the Eras tour. And I was like, wow, like that is so cool. Like her, like, the whole royal family was so crazy, wasn't it?
That was wild too.
Like that's major. Like that's major.
They're like, when I guess too, it just shows that like she just has been around a lot longer than anyone like subconsciously like thinks.
No, I know. Yeah, of course.
But who else do I think she's gonna? I don't know. I keep going back and forth to. They're either going to have this huge blowout, which would be just like a media nightmare, right, for them.
Yeah.
A security nightmare.
Yeah.
Or they would do it really like, avant-garde or small or something weird, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I don't know. Like, I feel like it can go either way. Like, I would say, because like whenever she did interviews recently for Life of a Showgirl, she was like, I'm inviting anybody like I've ever met.
Which is like...
But I just feel like, why isn't this going to be televised? Like, I want a royal wedding. Like, I want this on ABC, NBC, Fox. Like, I really want her, like, in a horse-drawn carriage. Like, on every channel. Like, I want to, like, take the day off of work and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
So cute.
I really do, though.
But I could see it being, like... I could see so many things. I could see it being, like... like Jen and Brad years ago, where there's, like, helicopters and you see people, like, walking in, walking out. Like, you see a tent. Or I could see her being like, we're going to tape the whole thing. We're going to tape the entire thing and like put it out in 5 years or something.
Oh, I got goosebumps. Wait. Oh my god. What if that's what she meant by everyone's going to go?
Oh, maybe, dude.
Film it.
Maybe I did it.
Wait, I like research so many things. I'm on ChatGPT. I'm like looking up all these different Instagram reels, whatever. I've never heard that.
Oh.
I have never heard that. Like, do you know how amazing that would be? Like, because everyone films their wedding, not everyone, whoever can afford it or, whatever. But imagine if she was like, I'm going to make this so that everyone can experience it.
Because, I mean, that's what I would tell her to do. That it's like, hey, if you're going to have all these people try to get a picture, try to do this, helicopter this, film it yourself. Well, not yourself, but, get a crew or whatever.
Yeah. But, like, do you feel like people will think that's for a show? Or do you think that she could do it? She could actually edit it in an organic way where it's like people are like, this wasn't for publicity. Like, this is because the masses really actually want to see this.
I mean, I think it could be both.
Wow.
Because I think she's just always, like, if she's our sign, she's just, like, always thinking about, like, the next thing. You know?
You have to really publish this portion of it, because imagine if she heard it and then she's like, wow, that's a good idea. Like, I really need to see it. Like, I need to see her getting ready. Like, I want to see her, like, bridesmaids. Like, I want to see her walk down. I want to see him crying. Like, I have to be this.
The whole
Like, I
works.
need to be there. Like, I'm gonna, like, pray to, like, the gods that, like, I can somehow, like, teleport. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And even see like the Patrick Mahomes and the wife crying.
Oh my god. He's, like, has, like, Kermit the Frog on his hip.
Oh my God, I know.
I can't even do that voice.
Oh my God, I like.
Like, his speech, like, imagine his speech.
He's like, man, I really love you.
Yeah, I'm so happy I found someone. I can't even do it. Or, like, Jason crying, like, the mom. Both their moms.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, I think she's got a good deal going on, you know?
Girl, I really need this now. Because it's like, I'll watch people, like, they're, like, get ready with me, like, their weddings. And I actually, like, start tearing up people I don't even know. You know those videos people make of, like, they make it probably, like, a 2-minute video?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and it's, like, really well made. And it's, like, it shows you from, like, beginning till end. And it shows, like, the groomsmen getting ready. And it shows, like, a few speeches. Like, the girl, like, walking down the aisle. And it's, like, to, like, really, like, nice music. Like, even... I would even take 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I like everybody would watch it that has access to the internet.
Dude, it could be like, I mean, if I was her, I'd be like, yo, put it in theaters. And like have it come out at like, Christmas.
Bro, do you realize, like, I would go to every showing? Like, I would literally be there. Like, I'd be, like, sobbing. Like, I would rather, like, go to her wedding or see her wedding than, like, have my own. Like,
All right, boo. Well, this has been very cool. Show the sign one more time. Do the Vanna White.
I don't know, can you see it?
That's very sweet. Yeah, very cool.
Whatever, however you want to edit it.
Send me a pic whenever you get a chance of it.
Yeah, I'll send you a pic, and then, do you want me to show you what I was for Halloween?
Yeah.
I know. What are your thoughts on her? I feel like I never really talked to you about it.
It'll cut off in a second, by the way. But I mean, I love her because she's like a pop culture entity. Like and I love pop culture.
Yeah. Who do you think is bigger, her or Michael Jackson?
I think she's like the new era of that.
Like, you can't compare them. I get that. But, like, who do you think fandom-wise?
Well, I guess her now, but like also too, you have to think like Michael Jackson fandom. You couldn't like get online and like download his album.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's so true. Like, they had to write his ass letters.
Right. But I still think there's a connection of like they were like actually writers and performers. Like I don't think that
Judge Mathis.
You allege that she's stalking him. Why?
She is a scorned woman.
The house was never finished.
Hire a contractor.
You a contractor. I send you over here to fix it. Then you have to look at it every day.
Next, Judge Mathis.
Judge Mathis, tonight at 10 on WB55.